Hi everyone, welcome to Community Yoga. Thank you for waiting. There was a little bit of a delay, but now we are here ready to start. So close your eyes, settle in, find a comfortable posture within your body, palms facing up, and find and notice your breath for a little while. Just acknowledging your effort of sitting, of coming today to your class with dedication and with an intention of perhaps enjoying your class or going deeper or simply feeling happier and peaceful after the class. One more breath, and then open your eyes gently, keeping that sense of presence within your body. Now take your fingertips to your shoulder, and we're going to start with some rotations of our shoulders. So inhale as you go up, exhale as you take your elbows down, and imagine you're drawing circles with the tips of your elbows. And as always, do not force, just really try to enjoy the movement and feeling an expansion as you inhale and a little bit of contraction as you exhale. Deepening your breath, synchronizing your breath with the movement as you inhale up, exhale down. Now we go the other way, back and forth, inhale. Connecting to your breath, really noticing as you exhale what you feel, and then as you inhale, how your shoulders, your back feels. The last one. Now take your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, open your elbows to the sides. Inhale, look up, lengthening your spine up to the ceiling. And hold for 3 breaths. Try not to force, just do your best, finding your edge where you feel you're working, you're stretching, but not even close to injury or anything like that. You're just enjoying. Now inhale, and as you exhale, take your elbows towards your chest, rounding your back, chin towards your chest. Inhale, open, expanding, and exhale again, closing your elbows, chin to chest. One more time, inhale, and exhale, closing. Just gentle pressure in your head, not too much. And then back to the center, hands down. Now we're gonna roll to an all fours or tabletop posture with hands and knees. Inhale, arching up, and stay here for 3 breaths, really noticing, pushing your hips up, toes touching, all the fingers close together for a nice circulation of energy, shoulders to the back, lengthening your ribs away from your hips. So with the torso we go forward and up. And now exhale, rounding, pushing your hips forward, chin into the chest, and upper back is pushing up towards the ceiling. 3 breaths. Close your eyes and feel. Now as you begin to unroll your tailbone, begin to inhale. As you take your head up one more time, arching, and feel this second time, maybe it feels a little different. One more breath here. And this time as you exhale, take your right knee towards your forehead. Maybe yours will not get all the way there. And wherever it gets, just hold. Keep pushing your foot up towards your bum and hold. Rounding your back up continuously. Feeling the heat building up in your body. One more breath. Exhale. Knee back to its place. Change sides. The left knee now goes to the forehead as you exhale. Or in that direction. And if you're already there, keep pushing your foot up. One more breath. Exhale. Take the knee down. Inhale, arch up one more time. One more breath here. And then exhale, twisting to the right. So this time we're compressing as if taking your head towards your right hip. So we want to feel that stretch on the left side while we compress the right side. But gentle. Remember, you don't want to feel any pain. Now inhale to the center and arching up one more time. Exhale, compressing the left side this time. And really feeling that sensation in your waist as you sort of try to take your head or your shoulder towards your back hip, the left hip. Now inhale back to the center and up. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, looking up and straighten your back, your right leg, up and away from your body. And let's hold for 5 breaths. Leg very straight, foot pointing. Find alignment so you're not twisting, but you're sort of keeping your center. Think pulling your leg away from your rib cage. Bum is active. One more breath. Exhale, knee down. Inhale, take the other leg up. And hold. And feel your leg is straight. Your foot is pointing. Rib cage extending forward. Your bum is active. Your head is lifted. And heat is building up. One more breath. Exhale. And keep exhaling as you round one more time. Pushing shoulders up towards the ceiling. And back to neutral. Tuck your toes and take your heels together. Open your knees a little bit more and slowly begin to try to reach towards your heels. So maybe you will stop already here. So stop the moment you begin to feel, oh, I'm feeling something. Then you stop there and you breathe. So you don't have to go all the way back. If you can, then go. I'm gonna hold here. I'm gonna push. Yep. So push to your own limit with your hands so that your bum sort of goes more down towards your heels. And hold, breathing deeply there. One more breath. And see maybe if you can go all the way up to sitting. If you find sitting very difficult, just stay down and sort of find a little bit more of perhaps of going deeper a little bit. Just a micrometer or a nanometer or nothing. Just keep breathing there. Closing your eyes. If you are sitting, grab your thumbs with your other fingers and place them on the thumb, on top of your thighs. And try to relax your joints. One more breath. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Walk back to your all fours. We're just going to do some strengthening of your wrists. So push as you inhale through your knuckles up, and then exhale down. You can have your knees together for this one. Inhale, push up. Exhale down. So really feel that you're pushing through your knuckles. So that you should feel these muscles in the forearms, like they're strengthening as you push up. And then as you exhale down gently with control. And notice all your fingertips really touching the floor, all your knuckles touching the floor. Inhale up, hold the stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heel of the hand down to the floor and tuck to a plank posture. So maybe you are on your knees in a kneeling plank. That's okay. So find your variation. We're gonna hold the plank to heat up. So while you're in your plank, make sure that your shoulders are right over your hands, that you're tucking, you're engaging your bum. You feel the core. And try to find some peace. Don't let your head hang. Lift your head. You can look in between your hands or 1 meter in front, but holding your plank here. One more breath. And push into a downward facing dog. And here maybe bend your knees a little bit, moving like as if you were in a bicycle. And then sway your hips side to side so you release your lower back and exploring the posture, feeling what's going on inside. Now if you have very tight hamstrings, it's sometimes better to give a little bit of priority to strengthening your back. So you can have your knees bent and look into pushing your hips up to the ceiling so your back can go more straight. And from there, you gently, with time, begin to straighten your legs. One more breath. Now look in between your hands and walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, relax there down into Uttanasana. Give priority to your hands being flat on the floor. So if you need to bend your knees, then bend your knees so you can reach the floor. Relax your upper torso. Bounce saying yes with all your body. Relaxing your head, but bouncing up and down. It will help you like sort of softening your back. And now bend your knees and begin to roll up slowly, feeling all your bones in your spine, with the last thing to come up in your head. And from here, take your hands together. I'm gonna say one long Om. Actually, we're gonna say 3 Oms today. So when we say the Om, try to get so first we exhale, then we inhale towards the belly, and we feel the A sound first in the belly. We can try to feel the vibration. So it really comes from, when you exhale, the A comes from the belly. And naturally, as you begin to close your mouth, you don't have to do the U, just close the A sound. It naturally turns into a U, and you feel the vibrations from your heart center to your throat. And as you do the M, the vibrations go all the way to the tip of the nose. So let's try it. Exhale. Inhale to the belly. Again. And the last one. And hands down to the floor, to the sides of your body. Take a moment here to notice how you feel. And then opening your eyes, lifting your arms up. Inhale. Palms together, shoulders towards your face. We're gonna do a different type of sunset rotation this time. Feet together. If you feel unbalanced, you can have them hip width apart, but try to keep them together if possible. Reaching up, lengthening up, tailbone tuck a little bit under, sucking your belly in, using that inhalation to raise even farther up to the ceiling. And exhale as you reach down. Exhaling here. I'm gonna hold this for 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, looking up, halfway. Find your variation of the halfway lift. Exhale, right leg to the back, left leg to the back. Hold your plank and choose going down all the way from the plank or maybe through your knees. Exhale. We're gonna go this time directly to the cobra. Inhale up. And now remember, legs are strong, pressing the floor, pressing together, pelvis pressing down to the floor, and elbows squeezing towards each other. Closing your eyes, hold. Now open your legs hip width apart, or stay in cobra, is your choice as well, and push up to an upward facing dog. Keeping your chin in for this one. Take your attention to your shoulders and push back your shoulders. Push your tailbone forward and notice the difference. Chest up, and now look up, or stay with the chin down if it's more comfortable. Inhale and exhale as you push back into a downward facing dog. Remember, you can stay in the baby cobra if you find that the upward facing dog is not for you yet. Just stay down there, building strength. With time, the upward facing dog will feel better. Holding for 3 breaths here. Look in between your hands, step the right foot in between your hands, then bring the other foot to the front, exhale. Inhale all the way up. Hands down, exhale. We go again, inhale up. Exhale down. Following the breath, inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale, left leg back, right leg back. Hold your plank as you inhale. And as you exhale, go down, maybe directly or through the knees, down to your cobra. Stay or upward facing dog. Deepen your back bend by pushing shoulders back, pelvis forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Pushing all your hands firmly or your knuckles firmly against the floor. Noticing your breath. Step the left leg in between your hands, then the right foot next to the other one. Exhale here. Inhale all the way up. Reaching for the ceiling, and then exhale, hands to the sides. Bend your knees, keeping your knees as bent as possible. Inhale, looking up to your thumbs. And as you exhale, take your chest towards your knees, straighten your legs, deepening the forward bend. Inhale, halfway lift. Take your right leg to the back, then the left leg. Plank. Maybe exhale down, straight all the way to the floor. Choose between going to between your baby cobra or all the way up immediately in your upward facing dog. Push your hips forward. Legs super strong. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now left foot goes in a 45-degree angle. Right foot in between your legs and your hands, and lift up as you inhale to warrior one. We're not gonna back bend, just arms up.
If your arms feel uncomfortable up here, you can have them a little bit more towards the front. Keep lifting, deepening your breath, continuously pushing your chest forward and up. So you're not collapsing down, you're creating a space between your pelvis and your rib cage. One more breath. Exhale, going down with control, framing your front foot, taking the front foot next to the back foot. Exhale down, you choose knees or directly. Exhale, choose between your baby cobra and upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot, 45-degree angle. Left foot in between your hands. Inhale, push up to the up to warrior one. Notice every single aspect of your body. What is your back foot doing? Your back knee, is it active? Your front knee, is it coming inwards? Make sure it's aligned with your heel. Using your breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, take your hands next to your foot, the front foot. Take the foot back and exhale to the floor. Up, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Step the right foot in between your hands and open your right hand up to the ceiling. And hold. Focusing on your thumb. Exhale, hand down. Inhale, look up with your head. Exhale, forehead towards your knee. And hold the stretch. Pushing your shoulders away from your leg. Inhale to neutral. Place the back knee down to the floor and lift in your lunge. So first all the way up, tug your tailbone and keeping your tailbone pushing forward, begin to go down. And let's hold here. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, shoulders down, fingertips extending. Trying to reach for the floor. If your lunge is not that down, it's okay. You keep pushing yourself forward and down. One day it will happen. Being very aware of what's going on in your body. Scanning, feeling. One more breath. Take your hands next to your front foot and push through that front leg to straighten it and exhale, forehead towards the shin or in that direction. Inhale, bending that front leg one more time, transferring your weight to that leg, lifting the back foot off the ground. So first keep it flexed and see how you feel here. Maybe you have to put it down on the floor, it's all good. Give priority to have that leg as straight as you can. Yeah? So don't let it bend. Both legs extended, and from there you begin to lift. Find maybe your balance, or maybe you will stay with your fingertips on the ground, all good. So work on that back leg very straight. Now point your foot. One more breath. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Bring that foot with you, next to the other. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Interlace your hands over your back. Interlocking your fingers. Straighten your arms and exhale.
letting yourself just fall down and your arms go wherever they can go. Relax your shoulder joints, your neck. Do not force or anything like that. Just try to keep your elbows straight. Now take your attention to your head. Inhale, lifting your head up, just your head. And exhale, head back towards your legs. One more time. Inhale, lifting your head up. Pressing your belly button towards your thighs. Exhale, back to your legs. And the last one. Inhale. And exhale. Gently undo your hands. Release the lock. Hands down to the floor. Halfway lift. Inhale. Take your right leg back this time. To the back. For a lunge with your hands on the floor. Back, knee extended. Inhale, opening to the side. Look to your thumb. Exhale, hand down next to the foot. As you inhale, arch up, looking up to the ceiling. And exhale, taking your forehead to the knee. Feeling the stretch. Rounding away from the leg. Now take that back knee down to the floor for your lunge. Lifting up all the way. Tuck your tailbone and keep it as tucked as you can as you go down. Now you can undo the back toes. Relax here. Inhale, shoulders up. And exhale, back and down, extending your fingertips. Chest lifting continuously. And you're pushing continuously your tailbone forward. Using your breath, noticing every single aspect of the posture. Being aware of everything. Your back toes, back foot, your knee, your front knee, your chest, your face. Maybe you're frowning, relax your face. One more breath here. Exhale, hands next to your front foot. Inhale here and straighten that front leg as you exhale over your shin. Now inhale, bending that front knee, looking to the front, transfer your weight forward, find your balance first here, take the back leg and make sure that leg is really strong and really straight, so it's not just hanging. Like everything you have that is dead weight is an obstacle. You really have to engage everything, so your leg is strong, and when it's strong you begin to lift your leg, flex first, and see how you go. Then maybe you begin to remove a little bit of weight. Maybe you find your balance. Engage your core. Point your foot now, see how that feels. One more breath. Hands down to the floor as you exhale. Bring that foot next to the other. Exhale here. Now open your feet hip width apart. Grab your thumbs, your toes with your in between your middle and ring finger. So you're holding your toe with the 3 first fingers. Inhale, halfway lift with your arms straight. And exhale, reaching down, opening your elbows to the sides. You may need to bend your knees so that you can grab your toes. Totally okay, do that. Give priority to the hold. And once you're holding your toes, then you can begin to lift your hips up to your own limit. Maybe take your chin in. Now as you inhale, push your shoulders away from your ears, and as you exhale, push them next to your ears to lengthen more towards the floor. And keeping the length, take your shoulders back to neutral. Now inhale, halfway lift with your arms straight, looking up to the front. Exhale, chin in, keeping your elbows straight. Inhale, lifting your head to the front, looking to the front. And now take your hands under your feet. Make sure your toes are touching your wrists. So now most of you maybe will have to bend your knees as well. So bend them. Give priority as well. The priority is to have your toes touching and massaging your wrists. And from there you begin to work on straightening your legs by pushing your hips up. If you can have your legs fully straight, then you work on transferring more weight forward towards your toes, towards the wrist. And of course, head towards your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, and remove your hands from underneath, hands to your waist. Inhale, coming up all the way. Now, some of you may need to hold the wall, to the wall. Bend your front leg over your right leg over your left leg. So here, make sure that you are not have your leg away. So you want to have your ankle right over your left knee, your right ankle right after next above your left standing knee. And from here, maybe you're gonna be up here, yeah, maybe holding to the wall, yeah. If you're balanced, then you begin to try to sit down, yeah. Pushing that knee down will help you, but do not go down if you haven't found your balance. Basically, if you don't master the first step, of course you want to master the next one. So just make sure that you're really in control before you move forward. It's not about achieving, it's about finding control, conscious use of your body and your breath, building patience as well. Concentration too. Balance comes from strength and concentration. Maybe a little bit lower. One more breath. Inhale, going up. Taking your knee to the front. Straighten your knee. Engage your core. Bring your core in and up. Exhale, leg down. Now the other side. The same, maybe you have the wall. Maybe you're on your tree pose. Yep. Take the left ankle above the right knee. Hands together. Find your balance. And gently begin to go down. Shoulders away from your ears. So you're using also your torso. Sort of everything is consciously being used. One more breath. Begin to go up as you inhale. Straighten the front leg up. And leg down, exhale. Okay, one last balance. Let's do the preparation for Natrayasana, the dancer pose. So grab your foot, yep. And remember, instead of just kicking like that, push your hip forward, yeah? So you really wanna have first extension of the hip, and for that you need to push your hip forward, yeah, to the front, while your knee goes back, yeah? So this will help you open your bend, yeah, because it's a back bend just standing, yeah? So work on pushing
You can have your leg and hand to the front. Now push away your foot to the back. Just a small, simple dancer pose. We're working mostly on the hip. Push your hip more forward. So your butt should be actively working. One more breath. Relax with control. And let's do the other side. The same, grab your foot. With time you will flip the hook, but initially just grab your foot and work on your hip. Hip forward. Knee begins to go down, back, but hip forward, forward, forward. One more breath and relax. Lay down, now squat. It's been a while without doing squats. Squats are really good for you, so you can take every opportunity that you have at home, in the office, when things go down to the floor to squat. It's really healthy, it's really good. It will give you mobility in your spine and your hips. Open up your hamstrings as well. When you unlock your hips, a lot is unlocked too. Hands to your heart center. Maybe close your eyes and feel. Even if your heels are not in the floor, all good. Just hold it as much as you can, otherwise go down to child pose and rest. Now hands down to the floor. I'm going to attempt to do a little bit of a balance today. You don't have to. You're welcome just to rest in your child pose again, or sit as if you were meditating, which is all this what we do is preparing you to meditation actually. So if you're sitting, that's good. Yeah. First, see how your wrists feel. Your hands feel, they feel strong. Then begin to lean forward over your hands. Maybe lift your heels and see how you feel just here. Maybe this is already enough for you. There's enough weight in your hands. This is okay. This is already working for a lot of people. Then stay there. If you're really comfortable, then lift your bum up. Maybe lean forward. So we have two options. Option one is opening your elbows to the sides and having your shins over your triceps, and maybe just finding your balance. Make sure your head is up. So this is a crow version, which you are just literally having all your weight over your arms, not using any core or anything like that. Yep. Make sure you're lifting your head because the head is very heavy. Yeah. See if you can have 5 breaths there. Relaxing, pointing your feet, and then go down. If that was hard, then repeat. Otherwise, try the other version. The other version is the actual crane, when you have your knees on your armpits. So maybe you will stay here, and that's already hard, so you stay here and hold. If that's very easy, or you feel fantastic, then you can lean forward and lift your legs. With time, you will straighten your arms, or you stay there. Give it a try, a focused try, lifting your head up. Conscious, everything. Look what you're doing, feel your heart. One last try. At your own pace. Remember, do the variation you feel is better for you, or just the beginning of it. Everything is, your body is listening to all that you are trying to tell him. And then rest in child pose. Forehead to the floor, toes touching, make a triangle with your thumb and your index finger. Hands flatten down to the floor. And just feel your breath.
Feel your heartbeat. Allow your breath to go back to a resting rhythm. Perhaps feeling your breath against your thighs. One last breath here. And lifting up
To sitting. Take your legs to the front, extending your feet, hands in Tadasana. So in Tadasana, you don't want to have your elbows hyperflex. You want to have your elbows facing in, belly in, reaching up with your chest, legs engaged but gently. And breathe here, just 3 breaths. Relax. Now point your feet, look at your toes, and just lift your toes. Toes up, toes pointing, toes up, toes pointing, toes up, toes pointing. Now flex your feet as much as you can, and then begin to point, keeping your toes open, and at the very end they close. One more time. Flex and extend forward, forward, and then point. Now hands up, inhale, exhale, reaching for the floor in Paschimottanasana. And relax, closing your eyes, dropping any effort this time, just allowing yourself to drop down. Just deepening your breath. This means lengthening your breath. Noticing every sensation. Bringing your mind continuously to the body. And notice how you think, sometimes with images or sounds. And notice what is going on behind your eyes when you're not thinking. So that every time a thought comes, you can be aware of it. One more breath here. Now keeping your torso wherever it is, extend your arms to the front and begin to lift with your arms extended. Up all the way. Exhale, hands down. Bend your right knee and keep one hand of distance between your foot and your leg. Now, some of you will work on just trying to bring the knee towards your armpit. If your knee is really like close to the armpit, then you inhale and reach forward and see if you can go around that knee. Yeah. If you're really comfortable here, then you may try to attempt and bind, but do not go that way if you're really finding that this is already working your hip and maybe your hamstring. Yeah. This hand can also be in the floor. The right hand that is attempting to bind can be in the floor, and sort of pushing yourself a little bit more towards the hip. And you can use that hand to push a little bit back. Yeah, this is another choice. Yeah, so you choose your option. Maybe you are here. Yeah, the more you go back, the more pressure you're gonna put on that knee, on that hand, and on the shoulder. Yeah, with time you will bind. And relax wherever your hand is. Relax your torso down. Closing your eyes. Now take your hands open to the sides. Push your chest forward and take your chin in. And feel. Inhale, head up, adjust the head. Exhale, chin in again. Now back to the center, swap legs. Remember, one hand in between your foot, one sort of open hand between your foot and your leg. Inhale, well, first push to make sure this is happening. If you're about here, then you will be just working and trying to get there. There and not only close, but also lengthening up. And from here, if you're there, then go forward and around. And choose, maybe your hands on the floor, maybe you can rotate your shoulders so that you can go around your leg. Yeah, maybe you can reach for your back, or maybe you will just stay here, depending on your flexibility. Remember, you don't have to go all the way to the advanced variation. Just follow your body, do what you can with your body. That's all you need. Remember that a lot is happening inside when you give instructions to your body. Your body will try to create what you want with time. Close your eyes.
And relax whatever it is that you are at the moment. Now take your hands open to the sides. Keep your torso where it is. Push your torso forward, like your chest forward.
Inhale, look up. And exhale, chin in.
Inhale, look up.
Exhale, chin in.
And hold here. Now back to the center. Just one little balance. Finding your balance here. So remember, you can have your feet on the ground if you're still not ready to lift them. If you are just trying to find your balance, remember, it doesn't necessarily happen on the first try. So the more you try, the more your body will find the way to do it. Maybe straightening your legs to the front. Your shins, your feet. If you're here, lift your chest up. Now, regardless of where you are, grab your toes. Maybe you're here, maybe you're here. And we're gonna roll back, down and up, okay? Exhale, inhale up. Exhale, inhale up. Exhale, inhale up. Exhale, and in this one, try to hold it up wherever you are. Doesn't matter where you are. Hold, maybe hold. Find your level. Three breaths. Chest up, lifting. Exhale. Feet to the floor, and slowly rolling down. Massaging your back, really feeling the touch of your body against the mat. If you focus on that sensation of the bones trying to reach bit by bit, the core will just come naturally. Exhale, hand down, hands to the back. Arch your back for a nice stretch. And then exhale, press your belly down to the floor. Now, hands next to your hips. This time we're gonna take our feet together, knees together. We're gonna lift up in a bridge. Inhale. It's okay if you find it more difficult. It's a better preparation for full wheel. It protects your back. Squeeze your bum. Squeeze your legs. Hips up. So go as high as you can without feeling your lower back. It may be not that high, it's okay. Keep holding. Feel the heat, knees together. One more breath. Exhale, rolling down, down, down slowly, slowly, slowly. And now allow your knees to go open to the sides near the floor. And stay here with your knees open, feet together. Just feel. Now close your knees, squeeze them against your chest, and I'm gonna take them to the right side. So this time we try to get our knees as high up, but do not force. Maybe yours are 90 degrees, but good. It's just like rolling to the side with the knees for a nice twist. Now inhale, taking your knees back to the center and let them drop to the other side. As well, high up. And relax. Do your best to relax. Relax the twist. And deepen your breath. Now knees back to the center. One last squeeze, squeeze. And then simply straighten your legs for our final rest in Shavasana. So open your legs like a star, arms like a star. In fact, if you spread them open a little farther away, it's easier to relax than if they're closer. So spread them apart, allow your feet to flop to the sides, palms facing up. For a moment, lift your chest up and sort of take your shoulders to the floor, sort of like trying to push your shoulder blades towards your back so that you have a nice flat back. And there is no tension in the shoulders. Now from here, squeeze your bum as hard as you can. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Hold the squeeze. Keep breathing. Try to isolate the breathing from the contraction. Squeeze more. Keep squeezing. And relax and feel all the relaxation extend throughout your body. Now dropping all the effort of the practice. Pay attention to your breath now. Just witnessing, not changing, nothing, just looking at it with curiosity. Is it different compared to when you started the class? How are you feeling? Now imagine a warm white light coming through your fontanelle or the top of your head, coloring you up with light, going through all your head, your nose, your eyes, your mouth, your tongue, your chin, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your fingertips, down your torso, your belly, your hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves, and your feet. So now you're a white, warm, shining light. And imagine that light is spreading through all the room where you are. And see if you can feel the space around you. And now relax any effort with your mind and simply be for a while. And now if you wish to stay, you're welcome to stay in your Shavasana for much longer, which is actually better. Otherwise, you bring your feet and your arms together, bend your left knee, planting your foot on the floor, left hand to left shoulder, rock to the right side, and use your arm as a pillow for a couple of breaths. And then push into a seated posture, keeping your eyes closed. Noticing the sensations in your body, how you feel. Hands facing up over your knees. I'm going to finish the class with one long Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, which means peace, peace, peace. So inhale to your belly, hands to the heart center. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And Namaste. I hope you guys have a great weekend, great end of the week, and see you next Thursday. Bye.